Russell Wilson, as we know, is one of the best quarterbacks in the league. He's an MVP candidate almost every year. But he definitely needs Dwayne Brown. Talk about in the fold. They got to take care of that business as well.
Yeah, but that's all negotiations. The season doesn't start until September.
We've got a couple of weeks, yeah.
That's all negotiations.
Right, so you're not worried about even that. Although he spoke up about it. He spoke about how important that is and making sure that he's taken care of as well. But you're not as concerned about them defensively as what they used to be compared to what they are now. They're going to rely heavily now on Russell Wilson carrying this team and making sure the offense.
They got better defensively the second half of the season. I think that they still have some improvement.
Oh, speaking of, they got to pay Jamal Adams.
Yeah, but that's not difficult.
Okay,
they'll get it done.
Okay,
that's why he's there. When they traded for him and gave up 2 number 1 picks, what do you think that they just said? Oh, we'll never have to pay him. No, they know they got to pay him, Alan, and they understand that.
Right.
It's not news that they got to pay him. Why would they trade for a guy and expect for him to play on the same salary again? He's not going to do it, and they know that.
What's different about the Seahawks, the way they finished the season last year? What's different about them?
Well, first of all, they got a new offensive coordinator. I think when you think about the running game for them, they went through 5 running backs. Mm-hmm. So they're back healthy. So now they kind of know what that is. Mm-hmm. Their offensive line, you mentioned Dwayne Brown, one of the best left tackles in the game. So he's there. And I 2 years ago, so I think it was 2 to 3 years ago, they led the league in rushing. Last year, they threw the ball extremely well in the beginning of the season. For the first, 9, 10 games of the year, they were throwing the ball pretty well until Russell started turning it over. So if you can put those 2 things together, they understand the division. Okay, the Rams are picked by a lot of people to win it because of Matthew Stafford. But yet and still, they just lost Cam Akers at the running back spot.
Yeah, that's
They lost a lot on defense, okay? Even though some of the players played a little bit for the Rams on defense, they still were not starters.
Okay.
They were reserve players that are now being put.
Has 2 legit stars.
There's
Leonard
no
Floyd.
question.
That's still a stacked defense.
It's a stacked defense with a new defensive coordinator calling the plays in Raheem Morris.
Right.
So that's a shift and a change.
Okay.
San Francisco 49ers, when you look at the division, they all coming back and trying to get healthy. All their key players are trying to stay healthy, including Nick Bosa. So when you start there, you're like, okay, what is that? They got a quarterback issue to decide on. So when you start to look at it, and then you get to the Arizona Cardinals, and you say to yourself, they've upgraded at some position. Now Chandler Jones, I believe, wants to be traded or be gone or something, right? So you starting there. Watt is there. They bring in A.J. Green at the receiver position. Offensively, they're going to put up numbers because that's what they do. They throw the ball all over the lot. Mm-hmm. But can they sustain drives? Can they be consistent? Can they win the games that they need to win to be competitive within the division? I think the experience in Seattle, having been there, done that, I think it helps them for the long haul down the road.
What is your biggest concern for them then? What has to go right for them? Is it as simple as we always say this about every team, Russell Wilson has to stay healthy? Like, is it as simple as that?
Of course. They know
like, for the Seahawks to be what you – I know.
No, that's not who their backup. Who's the backup?
It doesn't matter.
Geno Smith.
Is it really?
Yeah, Geno Smith is
their
backup.
Is he still in the league?
Yeah, he's their backup.
That's amazing.
Yeah, he's their backup.
Wow. He just caught me by surprise on that one. But is it simple? Is it as simple as Russell Wilson? Like, to me, if the Seahawks are what you are projecting them to be this year, he should be the MVP.
Seattle has been in the mix every single year, man. They're in the mix every single year in the NFC. When have they not been in the mix?
They're always in at the end of last season. Like they were.
They was in the mix, but
they were not.
They were in the mix. It wasn't the same. They were in the mix.
They felt like a franchise that had their day and was starting to trend down. Why, and then Russ had his offseason that he has about I'm not happy here, and then the trade rumors, and as you said, that was all for nothing. But I don't know what are you projecting them to be? What is their offense going to be?
I think it'll be high power. I think when you think about
when you say high power, where would you rank them? What do you think their potential is to be in the league?
Top four
offensively. Oh, so they're going to put up numbers. I mean,
Yeah.
they're going to be it's going to be like a 28 to 30 average points.
Yeah. Because I look at Green Bay, high flying.
Yeah, they'll put up numbers.
They're going to put up numbers. Buffalo going to put up numbers. Kansas City going to put up numbers. Seattle put up numbers. That's kind of where I think that's going to go for them.
That'd be amazing because it would be a complete flip of what they used to be, which is that team that shut you down, 12th man, tough building to play in. That's not a tough building to play in anymore because that defense isn't what it used to be. The intimidation
that's still a
factor.
tough building.
Come on, not what it used to be.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.